Hello everybody, we're back again for another reveal. I thought I would use my Akashic Tarot this time. I don't use these a whole bunch, but felt drawn to use them today, so hopefully these messages all will resonate. Whatever card you chose will match more than the rest of them. So let's see what you chose. If you chose card number 1, you chose Two of Scrolls. It says two worlds. So what's happening with this card? You're likely, if you chose this card, you're likely feeling torn. And this will be most likely torn between this physical world and spirituality. So whatever you're supposed to be doing spiritually versus the job or the relationship or the situation that you are in currently, you may be feeling like you're being held back. This may be someone that is in your life that has a pretty strong opinion, that is possibly opposing your views spiritually. So, this, I am feeling, if you chose this card, that you're feeling torn at this time. So, this may mean that you've got to plan your next move. You've got to decide what it is that's important to you. This may mean that you have to move away from a certain situation or a certain someone that's in your life. So sometimes it's a difficult decision. The way to get past this feeling torn is to figure out what it is that you've got to do to change your situation so that you are feeling supported and able to move on to the right direction that's going to fit into your life path. So some contemplation probably going on here. I do feel like it's a person that is opposing your view or your point of view, or that you're worried is not going to understand or support you. So it's a time that you've really got to just say, what is it that's good for you, and go with that. What's best for you. Okay. If you chose card number 2, you chose 5 of Keys. This one says wishes fulfilled. So this card really is about payoffs. It's about the work that you've put into something, a situation, a belief, a plan up until now is starting to pay off. So you're starting to reap those rewards and the seeds that you've planted. There is also some spiritual help here. So there's angels, guides, loved ones on the other side that have helped you get to where you are right now. There's some healing that has had to take place, I believe has had to take place up until now to get you to this point. So this healing that's had to take place for you is now possibly being passed on by you. So you may be helping others to heal at this point. So really, just decide what it is that you want to do. Go forward with it. There is good things happening for you right now. And it's all kind of being put together because of what you've learned about yourself in the past. So really cool if you chose card number 2. If you chose card number 3, you chose 3 of Forces, the Bird's Nest. So really, this card talks about new beginnings. This could be new friendships, new family members, maybe deciding to have children, a new job. It could be a new spiritual adventure. It could be any sort of new project, building a home, building a new business, anything new that is coming up in your life. It could mean any one of those things, really. There is some work involved in this. So once you decide what it is that you want to do, you're going to have to build the nest, or build the business, or build the relationship, or carry the child, or whatever it is that you are expanding on. So you've got to decide what it is that you want to do. Chances are that you already know the direction that you want to go if you chose card number 3. And then committing to doing the work. Anything is possible if you do the work. The energy is right for this plan to fall into place. So you put in the work and everything will fall into place. There are spirits and loved ones and there's guidance coming from the other side. So, you've got all of these ideas that maybe are coming into your mind, and that is because you're listening to Spirit. And Spirit is sending you those thoughts and sending you what it is that you need to know about this situation. So just buckle down, get it done, and this plan will start to come to life. I'm going to say if you work through the winter, in spring, things should start falling into place really nicely for you, okay? Now, if you chose card number 4, you chose the Ark of the Covenant. This card really talks about karma. So if you chose this card, you're really probably focusing on the whys and the whats, and this happens because of this, and cause and effect, and all of these things. Karma. So this could be physically a situation that requires legal action, contracts, bankers, lawyers, that sort of thing. If that's the case for you right now, if you are dealing with some legalities, things are going to work out in your favor. As long as your intentions are clear and your intentions are true and there's no underlying motives. So most likely, if you chose this card, if it's not those physical legal things, you are looking at karma and your own karma and what it is that you want to do next in your life. How is it that you are maybe not feeling fulfilled by the situation that you're in currently? So you may want to move on to a new situation. This card talks about it's okay to move on and want to do the things that you're doing as long as you don't disrupt anyone else's karma by doing so. It's just all about you. You don't have any underlying motives. You're doing things for the highest good. That is going to ensure, if you're doing things for the highest good, that's going to ensure that things of the highest good come back to you, just like a boomerang effect. So treat others the way you want to be treated, that sort of thing. So really interesting. This could be karma from past lives that is still happening. Also want to mention that we are not ruled by karma. I believe that we are in charge of karma. So you have the power to do good things so that good things happen. So start that good karma in this world. We need more of this in the world nowadays, but so just be conscious of what it is that you're doing and making sure that you're doing good things. Really neat. So I feel like lots of different things going on depending on the cards that you chose. But really there's an underlying spirituality in all of these cards. So if you chose, it doesn't matter which card you chose. If you chose a card during this week's spread, you're likely working on your spiritual growth and trying to better yourself spiritually. And this will just put in a little bit of perspective onto what it is that you're working on next. So if we do put all of these cards together, you may be feeling torn, but everything is going to pay off for you and you are going to be able to reap what you've sown and reap the benefits of all the hard work that you've put in. And then there's new beginnings that are coming out of this. So you've got to put in the work and then the new beginnings and you're putting in the work to get these things that you want, but always keeping in mind that karma is going to be involved in everything. So make sure that you're doing things for the highest good of others as well as for yourself. That's all for now this week. We'll meet again in another couple of weeks, but let me know how this worked out for you. I've been working on my 12-month readings for people that have purchased them. So if you're interested, those are only available until December 31st at midnight. So if you're interested in those, hop onto my Facebook page, have a look, and get yours scheduled in if you're interested. Otherwise, I will meet back here again in a couple weeks. Thanks, and bye for now, guys.